And you will see the angels surrounding the throne, exalting Allah with praise of their Lord. And it will be judged between them in truth, and it will be said, all praise to Allah, Lord of the worlds. And mention, O Muhammad, when your Lord said to the angels, indeed, I will make upon the earth a successive authority. They said, will you place upon it one who causes corruption therein and sheds blood, while we declare your praise and sanctify you? Allah said, indeed, I know that which you do not know. And it is He who has made you successors upon the earth, and has raised some of you above others in degrees of rank, that He may try you through what He has given you. Indeed, your Lord is swift in penalty, but indeed He is forgiving and merciful. He created man from a sperm drop, then at once he is a clear adversary. Say, O Muhammad, it has been revealed to me that a group of the jinn listened and said, indeed, we have heard an amazing Quran. It guides to the right course, and we have believed in it, and we will never associate with our Lord anyone. And it teaches that exalted is the nobleness of our Lord. He has not taken a wife or a son. And that our foolish one has been saying about Allah an excessive transgression. And we had thought that mankind and the jinn would never speak about Allah a lie. And there were men from mankind who sought refuge in men from the jinn, so they only increased them in burden. And they had thought, as you thought, that Allah would never send anyone as a messenger. And we have sought to reach the heaven, but found it filled with powerful guards and burning flames. And we used to sit therein in positions for hearing, but whoever listens now will find a burning flame lying in wait for him. And we do not know, therefore, whether evil is intended for those on earth, or whether their Lord intends for them a right course. And among us are the righteous, and among us are others not so. We were of divided ways. And we have become certain that we will never cause failure to Allah upon earth, nor can we escape Him by flight. And when we heard the guidance, we believed in it, and whoever believes in his Lord will not fear deprivation or burden. And among us are Muslims in submission to Allah, and among us are the unjust. And whoever has become Muslim, those have sought out the right course. But as for the unjust, they will be for hell firewood. And there is no creature on or within the earth or bird that flies with its wings, except that they are communities like you. We have not neglected in the register a thing. Then unto their Lord they will be gathered. And certainly did our messengers come to Abraham with good tidings. They said, peace. He said, peace, and did not delay in bringing them a roasted calf. Indeed, those who deny our verses and are arrogant toward them, the gates of heaven will not be opened for them, nor will they enter paradise until a camel enters into the eye of a needle, and thus do we recompense the criminals. They will say there were 3, the 4th of them being their dog. And they will say there were 5, the 6th of them being their dog, guessing at the unseen. And they will say there were 7, and the 8th of them was their dog. Say, O Muhammad, my Lord is most knowing of their number. None knows them except a few. So do not argue about them except with an obvious argument, and do not inquire about them among the spectators from anyone. Have you not considered, O Muhammad, how your Lord dealt with the companions of the elephant? And He created the horses, mules, and donkeys for you to ride and as adornment, and He creates that which you do not know. as if they were alarmed donkeys, fleeing from a lion. And you had already known about those who transgressed among you concerning the Sabbath, and we said to them, "Be apes, despised." He has only forbidden to you dead animals, blood, the flesh of swine, and that which has been dedicated to other than Allah. But whoever is forced by necessity, neither desiring it nor transgressing its limit, there is no sin upon him. Indeed, Allah is forgiving and merciful. And to the Thamud, we sent their brother Salih. He said, "O my people, worship Allah. You have no deity other than Him. There has come to you clear evidence from your Lord. This is the she-camel of Allah, sent to you as a sign. So leave her to eat within Allah's land, and do not touch her with harm, lest there seize you a painful punishment." They are 8 mates, of the sheep 2 and of the goats 2. Say, is it the 2 males he has forbidden, or the 2 females, or that which the wombs of the 2 females contain? Inform me with knowledge if you should be truthful. They said, "O our father, indeed we went racing each other and left Joseph with our possessions, and a wolf ate him. But you would not believe us, even if we were truthful. So we sent upon them the flood, and locusts, and lice, and frogs, and blood as distinct signs. But they were arrogant and were a criminal people. So Moses threw his staff, and suddenly it was a serpent manifest. Do you not see that Allah is exalted by whomever is within the heavens and the earth, and by the birds with wings spread in flight? Each of them has known his means of prayer and exalting him, and Allah is knowing of what they do. Then Allah sent a crow searching in the ground to show him how to hide the disgrace of his brother. He said, "O woe to me! Have I failed to be like this crow and hide the body of my brother?" And he became of the regretful. And he took attendance of the birds and said, "Why do I not see the hoopoe? Or is he among the absent?" And we shaded you with clouds and sent down to you manna and quail, saying, "Eat from the good things with which we have provided you." And they wronged us not, but they were only wronging themselves. But when they reached the junction between them, they forgot their fish, and it took its course into the sea, slipping away. Then the fish swallowed him while he was blameworthy. Until when they came upon the valley of the ants, an ant said, "O ants, enter your dwellings, that you not be crushed by Solomon and his soldiers while they perceive not." And your Lord inspired to the bee, "Take for yourself among the mountains houses, and among the trees, and in that which they construct." Indeed, Allah is not timid to present an example, that of a mosquito, or what is smaller than it. And those who have believed know that it is the truth from their Lord. But as for those who disbelieve, they say, "What did Allah intend by this as an example?" He misleads many thereby, and guides many thereby, and He misleads not except the defiantly disobedient. O people, an example is presented, so listen to it. Indeed, those you invoke besides Allah will never create as much as a fly, even if they gathered together for that purpose. And if the fly should steal from them a tiny thing, they could not recover it from him. Weak are the pursuer and pursued. The example of those who take allies other than Allah is like that of the spider who takes a home, and indeed, the weakest of homes is the home of the spider, if they only knew.